Hi, everyone. Tonight I'm going to be airing part of an interview that I was the guest on at Keeping It Real with Shannon. I sit down with Shannon and Dr. Vanessa and talk about the three types of relationships that we all face: the soulmate relationship, the twin flame relationship, and the relationship with karmic ties. Which one are you stuck in, or which one are you meant for? If you're not sure, you will know at the beginning of the interview. And by the end of the interview, we do some self-healing. I guide you through a quick energy alignment to help you release what's holding you back and step into the love that you deserve. Mark your calendar because part 2 drops this Wednesday with even more self-healing tools to transform your relationships. And if you're ready to go deeper, join me this Sunday, June 1st at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live 90-minute group energy alignment. Whether you're healing your bond with yourself, others, or calling in a true partner, this is for you. So here's part 1 of my interview with Keeping It Real with Shannon. Take it away. Enjoy.
If you're just joining us, we have our special guest, Miss Kara Nelson. We'll be talking about the 3 different relationships: your soulmate, your twin flame, and the karmic relationship. So, Miss Kara, I want to know show us how to open up to love, trust, and security. Because a lot of times people don't know how to love. They want to love, but they don't know how to love. And they want to trust, but they just can't trust.
Right. And so a lot of us are blocked. I'm just going to go over 3 telltale signs of the 3 again, just in case people have joined us late. And I really like the ad that you just played about fathers nurturing their daughters, and how important that is. Sometimes twin flames will come together because they didn't have the nurturing in childhood that would have been helpful to them. And they come and they help each other through that. So with the soulmate, you feel emotionally safe. You're a friend first, and then there's romance. You grow gently because they are supportive. There is no chaos. And they want you to be the best version of you. And you have similar values and similar life goals. They don't even have to be a lover. They could be a very good friend or family member. Okay, so that would be the soulmate. The twin flame, when you meet them, it seems like you've known them forever already. You can be on an emotional roller coaster with the twin flame, even through the love. There is deep love and passion for you. You have the same stuff to work out that you haven't worked out. So it's challenging and it can be overwhelming, but you don't leave because you love each other that much. You're a mirror for each other's wounds and you encourage each other to heal. Okay? You can grow very quickly, but it may not be easy because you're loving each other through it. Right. Now, the karmic relationship is full of highs and lows. Yeah. You feel drained instead of energized. The relationship is exhausting emotionally and mentally. And you keep repeating unhealthy patterns. It's a karmic cycle that you need to break so that you can have peace. So that's that wake-up call relationship. It's time to stop. That would be a relationship to bless too. All of them are a blessing, but that would be a relationship to bless because they're there to help you. Stop it, right?
I know people who are in relationships, right? And it's not working. They know it's not working. They know the person don't care anything about them, but they just stay there. And I can't believe it's love, but I guess they love the person.
Sometimes they think they're going to change.
Absolutely.
A lot of people are in denial.
You're constantly arguing with somebody every single day for month after month.
Are in
what
denial.
makes you think it's going to change?
People stay in relationships for all kinds of reasons. Do you know I have?
No, that's what I'm saying. I said I don't
understand. People are so lonely that they would rather sleep with a pit bull that's dangerous than be alone in the house. You understand what I'm saying? Some people do not have the capacity to be alone because when they are with themselves, they realize they have things to work out. People prefer to be in a chaotic relationship because they don't have to look at themselves. They can always blame the other person.
Well, you know what you just said when you say when people don't want to be alone. Because I was just talking to one of my friends a couple of weeks ago, and the relationship is not working. Most of the time she on one side of the house and they on the other side of the house. And you'd be like, well, why would you want to be in a relationship like that? And they said, oh, because I don't want to be alone. And I said, you don't want to be alone. I said, but you are alone because you on the other side of the house and they're on the other side. You're not talking to each other.
So that would be the illusion. the illusion of a relationship.
And they feel a sense of security because someone else is in the home.
Right. There could be a multitude of reasons. Some people have never been alone in their lives culturally, and some.
I'm not even talking about being alone.
financial.
I'm talking about somebody that's constantly nagging and talking and arguing with you all the time. As soon as they
Okay,
come,
well, let me go into the
they got
neuroscience
something going
behind
because
it.
I'd be waiting behind the door with a bat or something. Once I
Let
got
me-
sick of it, enough is enough.
Let me go into the neuroscience behind that, because the brain is the most sophisticated pharmacy on the planet.
Mhm.
And each emotion that we have has a chemical released by the brain that is reflective of that emotion. So if you're in a karmic relationship with a lot of toxicity, the brain is going to release things like cortisol, adrenaline. It'll release chemicals associated with stress.
Mhm.
And that could be exciting for people. And the cells get used to feeling that way. And when you don't have that, that's why fights are started, drama is started, heated conversations are started, because there's a chemical release that the body has become addicted to. Those cells crave that. Where is this chemical? What's going on? And the opposite is true. In those soulmate relationships, the brain is going to release dopamine, oxytocin, which is specifically a relationship hormone, serotonin, endorphins. It's going to feel really good to be in a good relationship.
Absolutely.
The brain makes sure of that. And then there are other things going on. There's this thing in the brain called the habenula. If you've had a lot of drama in your life, especially as childhood, this thing will shut off the brain's ability to release the good feeling hormone. So you don't know what it feels like to feel good. It feels normal to be in chaos. So you have to really desire a soulmate. You have to break an addiction. You have to break the addiction. It's an addiction.
Well, that's a good analogy you use, Carol, with an addiction, because it's just like other type of addictions, right? When your body becomes dependent on it and your body reacts to the stimulus that it receives.
You truly become chemically dependent upon certain emotions that will release certain hormones into the body.
So how would you, as a person, particularly if you don't want to recognize that something is going on, because I know most people know, I don't care what kind of relationship they are, which is all three or 1, 2 or whatever, you know, they signs and red flags to tell you this is not for you, because first of all, like you said, the body starts tearing down. You start acting different. You are tired. You don't have no energy because you just drain from all the stress of being with that person all the time. And then when someone is always beating you down, those words, if you're not a strong person, will take effect on you.
But your health is a leading factor. You get high blood pressure, nervous breakdown, anxiety.
Yes.
Now you're on medication. So you have all these other things that are contributory factors to that.
That's why people should not be in relationships.
It's easier said than done.
It's not easy, but
especially if you have low self-esteem and you have come from a different background, abusive background as a child, you have traumatic event, and this person brings you in. So it's a lot of factors that it's really easier said than done. It's easy for us to say what we would have, what we would tolerate, what we won't tolerate, but it's not always easy for the next one to really get out of that situation.
Let us get out, because so many people, it's very easy to talk about the problem. I've worked with women who say, want a man, and I go, well, what type of man do you want? Well, I don't want him to smoke. I don't want him to have any kids. I don't want him to be broke. I don't want him to be short. What if you go into a restaurant for baby back ribs and they ask you, what do you want? Well, I don't want fish, and I don't want clams, and I don't want oatmeal. Lady, what do you want? That's what God is saying. That's what the universe is saying. If you keep complaining and focusing on what you don't want, that's what you're going to get. You're not going to have because anything. The nouns and verbs deliver a message of instruction because they can be easily seen. Did you hear that? Don't want fish. Okay, give her fish with oatmeal on it. There you go. Then you get to complain more, and there's the cycle of, so know what you want. I have to tell you just very briefly, I was in a karmic relationship, and all of a sudden the bubble popped because I had a conversation with a man who spoke to me the way I needed to be spoken to, just over the phone. Boop, the bubble popped, and I never went back to the other guy. Love has no opposite. When you get what you want that feels good, all that other stuff is like, you have amnesia. So let's create in ourselves
Mhm.
that good feeling love that has no opposite. Okay,
Absolutely.
because we are love. So at the base of the spine, there's this energy center called the chakra. It's called the root chakra. And when that is healed, when it's flowing, because we store and stick a lot of things down there. When it's healed, we feel secure in relationships. We feel worthy in relationships. We feel safe. We can trust. We let go of doubt. We let go of insecurity. We let go of I don't deserve. So that's a foundational feeling to have. How are you going to enter a relationship? You don't trust anything. You don't feel safe and secure. So let's just do some deep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And just see this beautiful red light spinning all the way at the base of the spine around clockwise, healing itself. And now I want you to take 5 to 10 very quick breaths just in and out through your nose. Those are fire breaths. And stop and realize that you can breathe in trust. Do that now, nice and slow. And slowly breathe out insecurity. Breathe in worthiness. And breathe out insecurity. Breathe in safety. It is safe to love. And breathe out doubt and fear. And let's do one last breath in through the heart, because that is where there's self-love. So breathe in through the back of the heart and just hold it there. Cherish it. Breathe in through the back of the heart and just cherish that love coming in, and breathe out through the front of the heart. And one last time, breathe in through the back of the heart and hold it there. Cherish that love, and whatever doesn't belong, breathe out. And just allow yourself to know that something wonderful is happening for me now. Something good is happening for me now. Feeling your heart open up to that. Feeling that root chakra at the bottom of the spine opening up to that. Isn't that good?
That
All
felt
right.
good, but we're out of time.
I understand.
We're
I
out of
understand.
So I hope you know which relationship you're in. If you're in the wrong one, get out and get out now. So thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for joining us tonight. And as always, thank you, ladies. Thank you, Miss Carol, for coming on and
That's my pleasure.
opening our eyes to what relationship we're in and what kind of man we're looking for. So hey, know what kind of man you're looking for before you even start looking. So, and as always, we'll see you next time.
I hope you found this helpful. Remember, part 2 drops Wednesday for more healing and less heartbreak. And if you're serious about change, this Sunday, June 1st, I will be facilitating a 90-minute group energy alignment for relationships. Bring yourself, bring your doubts, bring your hope, bring your fears, bring your questions, and we'll align them all together. See you there. And what I'm going to do for people that want special attention, because the group energy alignment is free, but anybody that wants special attention, it will just be $20. Come on screen. You can show yourself or not show yourself, and I will help you with your specific questions and your specific things that you want to work out. We can knock that out. Otherwise, come enjoy the free group energy alignment. See you then. I am Carol at True Self Unmasked. Until next time. Bye.